Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this stylish bubu dress with center design and also a front slit. Okay, so I'll be working with this Ankara fabric, which is about 3 inches. So you are going to fold it lengthwise this way. You can see the whole 3 inches I folded into 2 and fold again. So using this method, that means I'm cutting the front and back together. They won't be joining at the shoulder area. So this is it. Then I'll go on and measure the bust point. Okay, so I mark the bust point, which is about 12 or 11 inches. Then I'll mark the waistline also. So this is me marking the waistline. Then I'll connect it together with the dots with a straight ruler. Okay, then after this, from the waistline I'm going to measure the hip line. So measure the distance from your waistline to the hip line. So for this, I think I'm using about 12 inches. Okay, 11 or 12 inches. So it depends on the body measurement you're working with. So now, after that, we need to measure the neckline. So I measure 3 inches for the neckline first, but sure, I think I'm going to extend it. So for the back, so I just measured the 3 inches or 3.5 inches. Okay, so it depends on the measurement you're working with. Then for the front, which is going to be a v-neck, I measure that also. So you can use about 7.5 or 8 inches. So this is me marking out the v-neck, and the upper small one is the back. Then I'm going to measure the shoulder, which is 7 inches. Okay, so after, from the point where you mark the shoulder, you now need to measure your sleeve length. You know, we are cutting everything together. So the sleeve length for this oboe is 10 inches. Then I'm adding 2 inches for folding allowance, so hemming of the sleeve. So this is it. So whatever I have from the center front to that side, so I measure it also on the bust point in order to have a straight line there. So this is it. You connect it appropriately. So now we'll now go on and fixing the body measurement. So you can use the widest measurement of the body. So this one I'll be using is 36, which is the hip. So I mark 9 inches, and it's almost the same thing with the bust round. So and I added 3 inches extra plus 1 inch for joining allowance. Now on the waistline, you can fix in the same thing you put on the bust area, but I went on to use the actual waist round, which is 7. Then I added the same allowance and also the joining allowance. So that's why, just to give it a little shape. Okay, but usually for bubu you can just use the same measurement up till down. Then on the hip area I measured 9 inches also, added 3 inches for extra allowance, then 1 inch for sewing allowance. So that's why I'm having this curve. Okay, if not, it's just going to be a straight one down. So I blend, so you blend it very well to avoid any sharp edge. Okay, so whatever you have on the hip line, you transfer it to the hem line also, which is the gown length. So it's going to be straight down. Okay, so this is what we have. Then we'll now go on and finish the sleeve area. So from the bust point, we need to create a curve. I went up by 1 inch. Okay, but this also depends on how wide you want your sleeve to be. So I don't want the sleeve to be so wide to stop at the bust point. So that's why I went up by 1 inch, and I'm creating that curve, like connecting it to the bodies. So this is how we cut a kimono sleeve. So you just join it together. There's no point cutting it separately. So I went ahead to secure with pin and cut out my measured fabric. So we're only going to cut the back together, the back neckline together. So after cutting the back neckline, we're going to open it up just like so. We'll open it up and separate the front from the back. So watch carefully how I'm separating this. So we need to separate it in order to cut the front neckline. If not, we'll end up cutting the same thing for back and front. Okay, so once we're sure everything is well aligned, we'll cut out the v-neck. Then we're going to measure the 2 inches from that same neckline down to the hemline for the center front alone. So just measure or how wide you want the plain fabric to be. So measure it about 2 inches. I'm going to be using 2 inches on fold. So let's cut it out and make sure it's just on the at the center front. Okay, so once you open it up, it's going to be like this.
Don't open it.
Okay, so the next thing now since the length was not enough, so I added more fabric to the length in order to get the required length for the dress. So we'll go on and work on the sleeve now. So but in order to do that, I need to notch some important area like the shoulder part on the neckline and also the midpoint of the sleeve. Okay, since I didn't really mark those points while cutting, so bringing the shoulder together, I need to mark the center back. Okay, because we're going to be in need of that center back. So I've notched the center back. So you're going to start measuring from the center, the same center back down to the hemline. So this is going to guide you on how long the plain fabric is going to be. So this is what I have, 60 and some inches. I think it's about 62 altogether. So I'll be using this satin. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut it out. Then before we go back to that, let's finish this sleeve. So I'm going to add plain fabric to the sleeve also. So I cut out this same black satin on fold. I think it's about 2 inches, 2.5 inches on fold. Okay, so that all together is going to be 5 inches. So I will use half inch for joining. Okay, so after cutting out this on fold, so we're going to attach. Okay, so we're going to attach the right side of this satin to the wrong side of the satin of the fabric. Ordinarily would have attached it to the right side, okay, but this one we attach the right side of this plain satin to the wrong side of the fabric. So once we are done, you will now flip it over. Okay, flip it over. This just to give you a clean finishing, then so that the seam allowance will be covered up. So you flip it over and top stitch. So this is what I have when I was done. You can see just top stitch it, and yes, see how it is. So it's neat. So now this is the one we'll be using for the center front. So it's 5 inches also. That means after joining, I'll be left with 4 inches. So I'm going to join it together. I have to cut 2 pieces because I don't have the actual length. So I cut 2 pieces and I've joined it together. Okay. So now place the fabric properly the way it is, and just to cross check some measurement on it. So I'm going to, from the center back now that I've notched, you're going to measure to to the v-neck where your actual v-neck stop. Okay, and you mark it, confirm it on both sides. Confirm it on both sides. So let's mark from the center back and mark it round. So from the center back, mark it to that v-neck where you want the opening to stop, the v-neck to stop. Then also you're going to measure from the down part how open you want it to be, where you want the slit to stop. Okay, so confirm all these measurements. Then I'll go back to the plain fabric and also measure. Okay, so the inches I will measure for the neckline from the center back to the neckline, which is 13 inches. So mark it here. That's where it's going to stop. Then you will now mark also where the slit is going to stop. So again, I pick the fabric. So what I'm going to do now is just to measure from the v-neck, after the v-neck, down to where I want the slit to stop. Okay, so I just measure it to know how many inches I'm actually working with. So I now transfer it to the plain fabric. So I think this method is just straightforward. Okay, so now I'm going to mark the midpoint of this plain fabric. I'm going to mark the midpoint. So this is it, and I'm going to sew exactly on the center line that I just measured. So when you are starting the sewing, make sure you lock properly, and when you are done, you also lock properly. So I've stitched along the line and I'm removing the pins. So this is it. So make sure you lock properly. Then after we're done, so it's to open it up, see the way it is. Okay, so let's open it properly. This is the way it is. Then just watch carefully. You open it and arrange it properly. So that is where that open part is going to the neckline, and the other join part will be attached to the other parts, to each part of the dress. So you give it a good press so that it can be well placed. So now I'm going to pick the fabric. So I'm going to start attaching it right side to right side of this plain fabric to the right side of the Ankara. Then you're going to start placing from the center back. So you keep arranging it. Start each side from the center back and run it down. So it's advisable you use pin, you secure with pin first. So you run it down all through. So when you are done with one side, you come back and run the other side also from the center back. So I have to pull out the fabric so that the plain can sit properly. Always remember right side to right side so that when you are done, the seam is going to be inside. So this is what it looks like after joining everything. So the way it is now, I haven't ironed this dress. I haven't ironed the plain fabric, so that's why it's not looking sleek enough. So I also went ahead to fix in a pocket. Okay, for details on how to fix a pocket, I have a tutorial on that on the channel. Feel free to check. Okay, so this is what we'll go ahead and do overlocking for the seam allowance and give it a good press. If there's button or bead, you can use it to design it also. So I hope you find this helpful. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Okay, then feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. And if you have any idea of a tutorial of something that you want me to share, please share it also. Thank you for watching. Bye.